See, the other week I was meeting a dude, and this dude's name was the Jupiter Boys, and he said, Is it recorded?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Jupiter Boys. My name is Jim Jupiter.
My name is Quinn Big Lebowski Jupiter.
Yep. I knew that was what you were doing.
Yep.
And I just let you do it.
It's my Sam Elliott.
I let you Sam Elliott all over the place. We're two boys. We're from the planet Jupiter. Each week we get together and have stupid conversations.
So you don't have to.
That's correct.
You can go do anything you want.
You get to live your lives, and we're doomed to do this shit every single fucking week. Okay.
So
before you throw your negative reviews on iTunes, which, by the way, go ahead. That's totally fine. Be as negative as you want on iTunes. Before you do that, though, just remember that we're the ones who suffer for this.
Yeah, exactly. So, it's our pockets that you're just grabbing out of. You're just snatching.
But also, please don't be mean to us on iTunes. That would just devastate me. But
I wouldn't know about it because I don't have iTunes.
Yeah, because you don't even look. You have no you just call me once a week, and then somehow it gets made into a podcast. You don't even see how the sausage is made, sir.
Nope.
So
I'm behind this. I'm the most behind the scenes.
You're not even behind the scenes. I'm the behind the scenes. You are just like the poster.
I'm the curtain guy.
Yeah, you're the curtain. Okay, so Quinn, as you know, we flip a coin of truth to decide who goes first in the topic-a-thon. Would you like the dark gray coin or the light gray coin this week?
Light gray, please.
Okay, would you like writing or logo?
Writing.
It's the writing side.
It's writing today. So my topic, Jim, what I wanted to bring to you.
Lay it on me, brother.
Jesus. The Lord's moving through you, boy. Holy shit. By the way, just a side note, everybody should go watch The Righteous Gemstones because it's fucking phenomenal.
I saw the first episode. I want to see more of it, but I want to kind of binge it all at once. And there was only an episode or two when I first saw it.
Yeah, there's like 7 or there's like it's almost done, I think. It's almost on the season finale. So, my topic today was I wanted to talk to you about how when you get older, leaving your house is just like a nightmare for you.
Yeah.
Making plans and then following through on those plans is just one of the worst things.
Here's my theory behind this, because I've thought about this a lot. Because I never used to have this feeling.
No.
I always wanted to do stuff. I was always excited to do stuff with my friends.
Right?
And then it hit a stage in my life where it became a chore. And here's what I think it is. When you're a kid and you're living at your parents' house, your whole job is to be social and yes, you do school, but that's mostly just learning how to be social and be a human fucking being. So as soon as you have the responsibilities and tasks of actual living, i.e. housing yourself, clothing yourself, feeding yourself, transporting yourself from point A to point B, as soon as you have all of these responsibilities and tasks, suddenly you're just why the fuck would I want to do anything else other than just sit on my fucking ass when I've got 10 goddamn seconds to myself? Why the fuck would I go anywhere other than my comfy ass couch?
Yeah, I think that's very accurate. Because it's just because we have to fucking bust our ass every day to live on our own, to live on your own is fucking hard. And then we have to make plans to do things.
Yeah.
And not just
the making plans is the easy fucking thing.
Yeah.
I could make plans all fucking day. I could make plans till the cows come home.
Yeah,
but
I make plans left
on
and
those
right.
plans. Whew. Holy hell. I have bailed on so much stuff, and you are the ultimate testament to that. I have bailed on a billion things.
Yeah, you bail on a lot of things.
I bail on shit because I'm just no. Fuck that. I am good. And also that's even discounting the social anxiety of the whole thing,
exactly.
Which can be its own whole different animal.
I have to be around the right people, but I'm a pretty I'm a people person. I like being around a lot of people. So I I like doing stuff, and then
See,
it
you
gets
get
to the
energy
day, and I'm
from,
like, fuck.
but you get energy from that, like because you're an outrovert, like or a
Extrovert,
whatever
yeah.
extrovert.
Yeah.
You like gain energy from interacting with people. As like a mostly introvert, like they call it an extroverted introvert. It's like somebody who can be extroverted in a crowd, but for the most part is quite introverted.
Yeah.
And so like that's me. And like for me, it just like sucks all of the energy out of my body to be social in any capacity. Like by like conversation number 3 at a party, I'm just like, holy fuck, I've just run a marathon and I want to die and puke and shit my guts out. Like it, like I feel like that guy shitting his pants crossing the finish line, like like the one that like looks like he's like walking on baby legs. He's just like, meh, he like crosses the line and he's shitting himself. That's how I feel by conversation 3 at any party I go to.
Oh my god. Oh, that's the grossest thing I've ever. I have seen that one.
And like for my job, multiple times a day, I interact with people, and like it's way better when you do the same people every single day. Like you have to get used to your work people. Like they're not like, like the social anxiety with them is weirder, or is not as weird because like you see them every fucking day, and like it's just like it becomes routine.
Yeah, exactly.
But like especially those friends you don't see all that often.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Trying to hang out with people you haven't seen in a while, and then what are you supposed to talk about? What have I been doing? What have I been doing? I've been busting my balls. I've been busting my fucking balls trying to afford this fucking place.
Well, and then that's the other thing too is like, so like especially with our family, like I am like the worst for this. There's a specific uncle that I'm referring to when I tell this story, but every fucking time we meet each other, we see each other at a family gathering, he asks me, he's like, so what's new, or what's been going on in your life? And I'm like, why don't you just fucking ask me like who created the universe? Like seriously, are you fucking kidding? I don't know, man. Like work pretty much, and then like also avoiding these. Like that is what's new. Like that's all I've been doing is just working my ass off to survive.
Yeah.
Like fucking hand to mouth like a goddamn like peasant on the wheel. And you've been fucking in like Cancun, Barbados, cruising on your own private missile jet. So like
you've been in Iceland.
You've just been like fucking on an iceberg, of your own creation, in a cabin that was hand built by like Nepali refugees.
You built a glass cube for yourself to travel.
Yeah, you've built a biodome in the Antarctic for exclusively for vacationing, and it alone is expediting global warming by 3 times.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, that kills me. And then like just like telling your friends like what you've been up to, like, yeah, nothing. Like pretty much the last social thing was the last time I saw you like 6 months ago. So yeah, what you been doing in the last 6 months? And then like they tell you like, oh well, I joined the army and I built a bus and I went to Nepal and divorced 3 women. And
6 months, that's a lot of,
and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like everybody else's lives are so much busier than mine. Like it's like literally like if you ask me what I've done on any given day, it's nothing. It's absolutely fuck all. I've worked. That's it.
That's what I do. I work all day and then I come home and I usually play video games or watch TV or watch movies, and it's just the same thing over and over again.
Yep.
All the time.
It's because we're good consumers, and we just fucking like sit there and consume. We just shovel like junk food into our mouths and stare doe-eyed at the fucking pixels on the screen. Wow, I'm aggressive on this one.
Dude, you're very aggressive, but I like it. You're bringing a strange energy into this.
It's because I was like very baked before this even started, and now I'm drinking too. So
nice. I'm pretty baked. And I have a cold, so I'm a bit of a nasty boy.
So what about you with, like, going places?
Well, I just find, like, the actual act of, like, driving to the place, my anxiety about, like, that
it's interesting
trip.
That's your anxiety, because, like, that used to be my anxiety, especially in university, because I didn't drive that much. Yeah. And so, like, the idea of driving someplace was, like, kind of anxiety-inducing. Like finding, navigating traffic, finding parking, etc.
Finding parking. missing the turn. Oh, my anxiety for like missing a turn is just like the worst because like you gotta double back. It's
Not
just
necessarily.
a lot as well. Yes, certain
In
exits will
cities,
just
like
get
if you're
you.
on like if you're on a highway, pretty much you got to double back.
Yeah.
But I mean, like certain in cities, like if you miss a turn, it's just like okay, go around the block, like no big deal, no
Yes,
big.
like in my town right now that I live in, it's if I miss a turn, I'm fucking fine. I just drive
Yeah,
straight and then turn
and make the
left or
next turn.
right.
Yeah.
You know, it's really easy to find your way.
Yep.
But anyways, I find the actual act of driving to the place is like a nightmare, and it's not even the drive is never bad. It's just
Right.
my anxiety about like
About the drive.
if
Yeah,
the
and you're
drive
you're
goes
you're
bad
that
or
way too when you like do your big like Toronto trips, right? Like where you take like a train, a
holy
plane, and an
shit.
automobile, or like a bus, a train, and a car.
When I take a subway, or not
Well,
subway, but I take the Via Rail.
right. But you
And then
drive to the Via Rail, then you
yeah,
take the Via Rail, then you
and
take a bus,
no, I just take
take
the
the
Via
subway.
Rail. I take the subway. Yeah, the
Yeah.
subway's fine. That's pretty much how I
And you
always
probably take
navigate
some
Toronto.
Ubers while you're there.
Yep, few Ubers, few
So
Ubs.
so you just like every fucking possible mode of transportation. See, that makes sense. But like
Yeah,
driving across town or like into the city, like not that big a deal,
no, it's true.
you know?
I can do it. I know I can do it. It's just like the anxiety about doing it is just like
Right.
oh, I have it pent up in me.
There's
I
nothing to
don't know
fear but
why.
fear itself, sir. And
Yep.
that's the motto here is that you psych yourself out about things and then you're sitting there looking at your uncle being like, "Why the fuck don't I have anything to tell you about?" I mean, like I guess like I don't know, I took a really big shit the other day. Is that the kind of thing you want to hear about? Is it? Is that what you want to hear? And that's the end of the topic.
What he really wants to hear is the new
That's the
Netflix
end of the
show.
topic, Quentin. Yeah, exactly. I've been watching this new show. Yeah, that's like
Oh, really? Oh, did
most
you
of my.
check out a documentary? Tell me all about the documentary you saw. I hate it. I hate that shit.
Quentin,
But
what
I
am I
love
doing right
it
now?
too. What?
What am I doing right now?
Mid show smoke break. That
Love
was
it.
more of a sultry one. I like that one. I think the crowd's gonna really like it too. I think,
Sort of reminded me of Coco.
yeah,
You know,
for sure. I wanted to put a little flair on it. Whoa!
what
I just peaked like a motherfucker.
in high school?
No, no, I didn't peak in high school. If anything, my
If
peak
anything, you
came.
were at a significant valley in high school.
Yeah, I didn't. I wasn't advantageous with my whole the whole look, the whole feel of it. But somehow I
You had
was.
hair back then. You could have taken advantage of that, and you didn't. You
Oh, I did
squandered it.
not. I did not. I was just like messy hair all the time. I'm not gonna appreciate this, and now I'm bald. And who's gonna appreciate hair more than me? Probably Vin Diesel.
Yeah,
Can
I
he
don't
grow
know.
hair?
I don't know. I wouldn't want to see it.
Vin, shave your head for God's
Oh God!
sakes.
Oh
Some
Jesus!
humility.
It's terrible. It's horrible. Ah, I can't look away.
Jesus Christ, Vin.
So
I can actually like I can know what natural hair color you are. I don't like this.
so I was listening to a podcast before we got onto this podcast.
Yes.
Because basically every spare second of the day that I have, it has a podcast in it somewhere.
Yeah.
And it was a podcast that's actually on our little network with Dolphin Shark. It's the Durf and Dietz show. And
Yes.
Durf and Dietz were talking about smoking darts, smoking cigarettes, and how
Hacking darts. Hacking darts.
incredibly addictive hacking darts is. Now I know you do not have first-hand experience of this. Quinn has never smoked a cigarette in
I
his
smoked
life.
one cigarette,
Oh.
and it was dipped in hash oil, and that's the
Oh.
only time I'll ever smoke.
Was that with me?
Nope.
Oh.
It was with.
I thought it was
with another buddy.
I thought it was with me. I definitely, yeah, but that's, yeah. I mean, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Did you cough your ass off?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's terrible.
it's awful.
So, yeah, and did you like feel like real sick?
No, I get a head rush. But that
Okay.
was about it.
If you try to smoke a whole cigarette to yourself like the first time, you get like real sick. I had to like sit down. I was like so sick. Like
So yeah,
it's
so
terrible.
kids hacking darts is not fun.
Right. So yeah, Durf and Dees were talking about like they still hack some darts, and both of them have tried to quit numerous times.
It's difficult.
And yeah, it's super difficult. Like I did it with like I had like a little bit of assistance from the old vaporoonie, but for the most part, I just went cold turkey. Like I did
Was it
like
hard?
yeah, it was super hard. Like it was very very hard. Like you have to just like will yourself not to do it. Like
Yeah.
it is 100% willpower.
But I mean, anything's 100% willpower, right? It's just getting past that like addiction, right?
Yeah.
Because it's an actual addiction,
Oh yeah, it's
just
physical.
like anything else. Yeah.
So, um, they were mentioning that they tried to give it up, and what I've heard is like it's it's more effective to try to like replace one addiction with another addiction. Like it's more like it's like one of the easier ways to give up one thing is if you like take up another thing. So I'm
Right.
wondering what's some things that like people get addicted to that we can replace and make and turn that like let that polish up that silver lining on that cloud.
Okay. So instead of being addicted to gambling,
Right.
you could be addicted to having really great consensual sex.
But see, like sex addiction is like one of those like kind of problematic ones too, because like you can really fuck up your life with a good
Yeah,
sex
it's
addiction.
true.
You can really do some damage because like sex is like, I mean, it's fun and like hedonistic and like it's healthy and like all that good stuff, but like you could do some emotional damage with
Oh yeah.
sex that you can't really do with a lot of other things.
Oh yeah, you can ding some bells that can't be undinged, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, you can really step in it. You can really step in it with sex addiction. So, and not that I know like firsthand, but like I've just like had enough like stepping in it sex that I'm
Yeah.
just like, yeah, that would be a constant living hellscape.
Oh yeah.
Um, so you could also replace gambling with, although like the fucking like I guess they've like put like in the I can't remember what they call it, like the it's like a diagnostic manual of psychiatry, like the DNP or something like that, or I can't remember what the fucking expression is, but it's like some sort of like manual on psychiatry. And I think video game addiction and social media addiction are both in there now.
Really?
I think so.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably addicted to both of those things, but like with video games I can stop playing them for like for 6 months at a time, like I don't
Right.
have to
Yeah.
pick them up every day, every single day.
Yeah,
It's just
and
like
and I
when the
wouldn't
new
I wouldn't
games
say that
come
that's
out.
addicted. I wouldn't
No.
say that that's addicted. Like addicted is like you literally spend like all of your free time
Probably
doing
social
that.
media is an addiction for me.
Oh yeah. Well, and
Yeah.
social media is an addiction because it's like one of those weird fucking things that like it's just always there. Like it's
It's
like
always on.
you run out of cigarettes, you run out of booze. You don't
Yeah.
run out of social media. It's just there in your pocket at all times, constantly on.
It's a feed that's just always on, like it's scary, man. I don't like it. But
Yeah,
but I'm addicted. I can't stop.
I know.
What am I going to do? How am I supposed to talk
What
to
am I
other
going to look
people?
at when I'm sitting on the fucking toilet, huh? You tell me
I
that.
you know what I watch to waste my time is I
Wait,
fill
on the
in.
toilet?
Yeah, yeah. I watch what's it called? So they are What Culture? And they're British they do these top 10 lists on YouTube and I just watch them endlessly. I don't know what, they're just entertaining. I like the sound of their
Okay.
voices.
And you
They
do
got
this like
nice
in the
accents.
shitter at work?
No, I do it in the shitter at like home, and then I'll like take it to my room, and I'll like
Oh, okay.
Chromecast it to the TV, and then
Nice.
watch their videos. But like they're just like top 10, and like they'll make like jokes in the middle, like it's a good time.
So what you're saying is replace addictions with shitting on the toilet and top 10 lists. Thank you.
Yes,
Pivot.
exactly.
It's time to pivot my topic because as I
Okay.
mentioned before we started, I've got two mini topics because
Yes,
sometimes that's the way I roll.
2 mini topic gym. That's what we all call them down at the station.
Yeah. So Fuck. You say things sometimes that are just like I like it. Don't it doesn't even register because it's so like out of left field, and then I'm just like, what the fuck did he just say? So Quinn, I was thinking the other day about fetishes, as I do,
Yes.
because I'm
Because
just
you're
bits.
because you're a pervert.
Yeah, well, that's just patently true. So I was thinking, like, what do you think would be the okay? So like, let me just put it this way: we've had the episode "A Fetish Too Far," right? Which is where
Yeah.
like it's like what fetish is
He's not. It doesn't. It yucks your yums.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. It's just so off limits for you that you cannot even imagine doing it.
Yeah.
But here's what I want to know. What is the worst fetish or the fetish that is least like is farthest from your personal, bag of preferences
Bag of tricks
that you would be willing to indulge?
Oh shit.
So like what's the worst thing that you would be like, yeah, right.
Probably like poop or pee. Those are like
Whoa,
pretty
you went
big
as far as poop, huh?
Well, maybe not poop, to be
Are
honest.
you yeah, I was going to say poop is pretty
Poop
far.
is gross. Poop is gross.
Poop is intense.
Poop's got to be intense. Like the smell alone.
Yeah.
There's got to be it's just it's got to be awful. I can't imagine that. Phew. I don't want to imagine that. What's one for you?
Well, I mean, like pee is on there, but I don't think pee is the most extreme thing I would try. I really don't think it's like the most extreme because I'm a pretty, I'm a pervert and I'm a pretty weird kinky guy. But I don't think pee would be like the farthest I would go.
I don't think pee's like that gross.
No,
like,
it's like, and especially if you're in a shower or like whatever, like fuck it, fine, whatever, I'll pee on you. I'm not not really into getting peed on. I guess I would, just I guess not my face. Like it would just be that's a little much.
Like Kevin Allison drinking people's piss.
Yeah, I'm not into drinking pee. That's a little much for me. That's a lot much for me. Like that, just the thought of that like kind of turns my stomach.
Yeah, me too. It's like Bear Grylls. So I've got matches and blankets for days. So I'm better dress my own piss. I'm gonna drink my own piss now.
So here's one thing that you probably will consider a fetish too far. But if my partner was into it, I think I would probably give it a go. It's not my thing and freaks a lot of people out, but yeah, probably I'd let it happen. I'm just like, again, I have to emphasize that this is not something I really want to do at all. But yeah, I'd probably go with it. Is sounding? Do you know sounding?
No. Okay. I don't know if I know sounding.
Sounding is the practice of taking a metal rod.
Oh yeah, I've heard about
smooth
this. Yeah.
And like kind of like
you told me about sounding on the show
and inserting it up the urethra of a penis.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently it feels very intense. It's like getting penetrated in your wiener.
I can't.
I know. Whoa. It like freaks a lot of people out. But apparently, like if you just go slow and use lube, because like they're designed stainless steel and it's very smooth and not like it's not going to do damage. It's just an intense feeling. So I'd probably let that go down. Oh, probably wouldn't like it though, and that's the end of the topic.
No. Yeah, you probably wouldn't like it.
I mean, like. And that's the other thing, like too. Obviously, if it was like excruciatingly painful and uncomfortable, like a few seconds in, I'd be like, no, bail,
just the tip.
Yeah, no more of this. That's good. I'm good. Thank you. Good day.
They never mean just the tip. They always go in full.
Anyway,
nobody's ever just dipped a tip in.
I've just dipped a tip before. I really have.
Really?
Yeah.
You just like dipped in. Nope, I'm out.
Basically. Seriously. Like I was just like, nah.
That's fair. That's fair, homie. Give you daps. I couldn't do that. My penis has a mind of its own, man. I can't. Like it just.
Hey, listener, do you want to buy merchandise? I mean, surely you do after
that.
After hearing that. Well, you can do that by going to thejupiterboys.com, and then you can click on a shop link there. I just renewed the domain for another year, so we got a whole another year of this bullshit. Thank you to Christo Graham for the use of our theme music.
Christo Graham is probably playing music right now.
It's a safe bet. Thank you, Quinn. as I mentioned before, we're on the Dolphin Shark Network with Durf and Dietz and Dave Franco's Dream Boys,
Which is us.
who's us, and then us, the Jupiter Boys. And if you're an awesome podcast, get at us. Maybe you can be on the network too.
Yep.
We'll talk. Let's do this. And
we'll exchange digits.
Yeah, you can get us on the socials. I'm at the Jupiter Boys.
I'm at Quinn Jupiter.
And we've got like a Facebook and a YouTube and like
the Facebook doesn't. Does the Facebook update?
It just posts the newest episode every week.
Genius.
Yeah.
You marvelous genius, you.
And so does our YouTube. So
yeah, Durf and Dietz doesn't care about their Facebook either. They just freely admit it. They're like, we don't know if we have a Facebook anymore.
Yeah, it is what it is.
But Facebook's kind of like dead for
it's dead for a lot. Yeah. I mean, it's like a good social directory now, but that's about it.
That's
anyway. Shoot those nuts
straight down your Facebook gullets. We're gonna get sued for that one. Fuck.
With Dolphin Shark.